What a incredible day for the markets today. Absolutely killing it today. In this video, I want to talk about Nvidia stock. I want to talk about AMD stock. I want to talk about the overall market and give updates on Apple. This video is going to be very important because what I am doing in this video is going over our trade recaps and our lessons that I have personally learned from this week and last week. So I want to go in very in depth. Today was an incredible day. Nvidia carried the whole market. Okay, pretty much Nvidia carried the whole market. The only reason we gapped up for SPY and QQQ was because of Nvidia earnings. So in this video, I want to go in very in depth. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Leave a like. I am rebranding FireCycle to Sunday Stock Talk. I'll make a later video on here, but FireCycle is going to be a new channel, which is going to be my personal stuff like life, cars, vlogs, fitness, all of that. But Sunday Stock Talk is going to be a rebrand of this. We have been making videos for it's been almost 3 years now in May, but I'll be making a whole video on an update on that. So let's get started with the SPY and the overall market. Now, in our previous video, we talked about how SPY was at the level of support, and then today we got that incredible bounce for the market. And not only that, we closed above for the SPY. We closed above the level of resistance, which is $501. Now, since we broke off this level of resistance, now this resistance has become our level of support. So if the market does come back down, I want to buy in calls right here. This is going to be a great play for the small account challenge. So we can also see this happening right over here. We broke out and then we came back to test this level of resistance, which is now the level of support, and it bounced and it broke out. So this is going to be a very important idea. Even taking a look at right over here, SPY did break out and then we came back to test this level of support. So I'm taking a look at SPY to buy in calls at the level of support. Now what I want to take a look at is I want to take a look at the RSI indicator. We have this gap right here. Can we potentially come back down to fill this gap? That is a possibility. What we have to do is we have to be very cautious because of this gap right over here for the SPY. So this is what I am taking a look at for SPY. Can we potentially fill this gap to the downside? And I want to buy in calls at the level of support as long as if we hold this level of support. Now taking a look at QQQ also, looks a little bit messier over here, but QQQ bounced off of this level of support, and now we have another resistance for QQQ right here. So QQQ looks a lot more different going on here, but we're taking a look at QQQ for a potential breakout to the upside, but pretty much the whole trend is to the upside. Gap is a concerning thing, so this is something that we have to be very cautious of. Next, I want to do a quick recap on AMD, Apple, as well as Nvidia. Now we talked about Nvidia and we made a video on Nvidia around 2 months ago, and we're talking about how Nancy Pelosi literally bought her stock right over here. When I made the video on Nvidia, if I go down right over here, we made a video 1 month ago on Nancy Pelosi betting $5 million on Nvidia stock, and then we had that massive breakout. Right when Nancy Pelosi bought the stock, we had this massive breakout to the upside for Nvidia, and pretty much Nvidia has really been carrying the market, and it's definitely looking very cautious. A potential put play, but it is looking absolutely dangerous for Nvidia right now, sitting at $785. We were at $500. Now we are at around $785 for Nvidia. Now what I want to talk about is I want to talk about AMD. So we talked about AMD on our video, and we had calls, and I played in calls. It's up over 250% now. Make sure to join the Discord, link in the description. But what I want to really go over here is a trade lesson on why I really want to make a whole separate video on this trade lesson, but I really want to do the idea of playing these support rather than the breakout, because there have been many times where I've really tried to play the breakout, but playing the support is just a better strategy. So I want to implement this more, and what I want to do is I want to grab all of my previous trades and how I have traded this strategy by playing the bounce off the support and make a whole video and make a whole trade lesson on that. So this is a huge learning curve that I've experienced personally this week, and then especially last week with Shopify. So Shopify was a previous trade example that I went over in our yesterday's video, I believe. It's kind of breaking the support down here, but with Shopify, I tried breaking the breakout, and then it came back all the way down, and then I averaged down, and that average down paid us off when we hit the level of resistance, and eventually when we broke out. So averaging down is a huge factor, and buying off the level of support is a huge factor. Now this is where Apple comes into play, because we also played Apple, and Shopify, AMD, Apple, all of these had the same examples where we had this critical level of support and we played the bounce off of this level of support. So it is really important that we go back and we learn from our trades, our previous trades that we have taken. So I'm taking a look at Apple, and Apple actually looks incredible. I did sell out of Apple, but I actually wanna have a longer term swing play. I'm talking about like a month out on Apple calls. I'm taking a look at Apple on the weekly time frame, and we actually have this very nice ascending triangle formation. I moved my support right here, but we could see that it was a previous wick. It is our support right here, but as long as if we hold this level on the weekly time frame, we are looking good. And then we talk about the 180 level on the daily time frame. So we absolutely sniped Apple on the daily time frame right here. I had weekly calls for Apple, but a month out is looking absolutely good. If we take a look at the monthly time frame, we could see that we have this massive ascending triangle. So 1 month out is going to be a great play for Apple. I know some people who are in the swing play for Apple, because again, you don't just have to follow my contracts, you can really do your own trades. So this is what I wanted to go over in this video. Make sure to subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and join the Discord if you guys have not already. I hope you guys learned a lot in this video, recapping my previous trades and trade lessons. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys tomorrow in the Discord. Take care.